Bahamian Jazz Chisholm and the Miami Marlins proving last night that their trip to Major League Baseball's postseason was no fluke. The sixth-seeded Marlins went into Chicago and picked up a 5-1 win over the third-seeded Cubs to go up 1-0 in that best-of-3 series. Jazz wasn't in the lineup, but that could all change this afternoon in Game 2 as the Marlins go after the series sweep and a trip to the National League Division Series in Texas next week. Pro boxer Toriano Johnson will be back in the ring later this month as he takes another step towards attaining his ultimate goal of becoming a world champion. Here's Jonathan Benson.
After handing Irishman Jason Quigley his first professional loss in July of 2019, Toriano Reno Johnson faces yet another opponent who has yet to taste defeat. Mexican Jamie Munguia is 35-0, but come October 30th in California, Reno believes that record will no longer be unblemished.
He's a young kid, he's very strong. He's still growing, but I feel as though it plays more on my side that I am a pure natural middleweight, and I'm a very strong one at it. His body size is one that he was able to dominate when he was a junior middleweight. Now he's up in the middleweight division. His body size may not play into being a great factor in this division. So right now I think and I feel as though it is me who really has the advantage.
Munguia enters the bout as the favorite, and there has already been some smack talk on social media that the Bahamian is just another hand-picked opponent on the Mexicans' way to another world title fight. But Reno says, don't believe the hype.
This is boxing. This is a business. This is something I expected. Do I respect Jamie Munguia? Somewhat. Do I respect the world champion? Most definitely. And he is the world champion. But at the same time, I know this how the business goes. Some of these promoters, they pick these fighters' opponent. Jamie Munguia, to me, I don't feel as though he deserved to be a champion. He has never fought a credible opponent. This is not a test for him. This right here is a proving point. And for him to fight a real pure champion such as myself, yeah, Jamie Munguia is actually going to get a real fight of his life for the very first time.
Due to COVID-19 protocols and restrictions, the bout between Johnson and Munguia will take place in an empty arena, but that's of little concern to Reno.
Fighting among people and fighting without people, it means nothing. I'm going to go there and do just as I always do. Go there and beat up my opponent.
Wherever he goes, Reno always flies the Bahamian flag high, and this time that will be no different, as the world title hopeful is not only doing this for himself, but the entire 242.
I thank God that I have the support of the Bahamas, and I'm here to provide for my family, to make my family proud, to make my country proud, but indeed to show the Bahamas that we are one capable of becoming a world champion.
Jonathan Benson, ZNS Network News.
Thanks a lot, Jonathan. The Bahamas has become the 113th member of the International School Sports Federation. The federation is made up of 45 disciplines. Starting on Saturday, Team Bahamas will get into action in a virtual chess championship, which runs until October 5th. In-person events won't take place until next year at the earliest.
Next year, the championship can be in China of next year, October, for chess. Okay, and they have 18 sports, so you have more than one sports going to China to compete. They have a list of events what's going to happen in 2021, and I'd like to see we well represented from basketball to volleyball to track and field, and especially for chess was out the gate.
The Bahamas Olympic Committee and the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture both gave their full support.
The influence sports have on our high school athletes and kids, apart from education, is unmatched. Given the positive attributes of sports, such as discipline and determination, I declare this morning, without fear or favor, sports can act as an antidote to some of the social behaviors we are experiencing in our Bahamas today.
So I'd like to encourage all of the schools, all of the athletes, to get involved and find an opportunity that you can become exposed to persons, your youthful colleagues around the world, for the opportunities that are out there for you. Travel the world, Sports can take you to places that your pocket can't take you.
The Bahamas has a rich history in the sport of track and field, and one has to look no further than yesterday as our Golden Girls celebrated the 20th anniversary of their relay win at the Sydney Olympics. Still, though, historian and former B3A's boss, Alpheus Hawk Finlayson, thinks more still needs to be done to celebrate the wonderful achievement of our track athletes.
1993, 1995, 1997, while I was president of the B3As, we agreed, the B3As, that we will have a track and field Hall of Fame. And guess what? Since I left there, which was in 1997, we have not had any track and field Hall of Fame. We have, as you see this, we have a Hall of Fame for the government, but I'm talking about specifically track and field, just like they do in the United States. And I feel that if you do that, people are rewarded and remembered. But how many people that we have from 1997 who didn't have an opportunity to be in the Hall of Fame? So I am saying that we're looking at getting the permission to do that. But you have 1 million athletes, so we're going to have to do a large number and then regularize every year or every 2 years. But I am excited as to where we can go.